What if Goku and Gohan entered the Hyperbolic Time Chamber before Vegeta and Trunks?
Don't blame me if I break you. I will not let you destroy my world! Goku! She's 23! Let's do this!
Hey everybody, welcome to this week's episode of Dragon Ball Z Discussion, where we do weekly discussion about Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball GT. Today's discussion is, what if Goku and Gohan enter the Time Chamber before Vegeta and Trunks? How would this impact Dragon Ball Z, and more importantly, what would have changed inside the Cell Saga? So inside the discussion, I'm going to include everything that would have happened inside the Cell Saga, inside the Buu Saga, and inside the both movies. And after that, I would like for you guys to share with me, what do you think would have happened if Goku and Gohan entered the Hyperbolic Time Chamber before Vegeta and Trunks? So everybody, let's get right to the discussion. What if Goku and Gohan entered the Hyperbolic Time Chamber first? This discussion was a what if he went before Vegeta and Trunks. What would happen is, once when Goku and Gohan entered the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, they would have done the exact same training that they did inside the Hyperbolic Time Chamber. So Goku would have gone, trained Gohan, Gohan would have achieved Super Saiyan, and they would have trained until Gohan has the power to go Super Saiyan 2. The only reason why Goku left the Hyperbolic Time Chamber early was because he could sense that Gohan unlocked Super Saiyan 2, and he's the only one who did it, so he said, okay Gohan, we're done, let's go. So yes, Goku would have trained Gohan, Gohan would have been a Super Saiyan, and he would have the power to go Super Saiyan 2. While Goku and Gohan are training inside the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, we will have Piccolo and everyone trying to stall time from Cell. One thing I believe is that Vegeta wouldn't go rushing in and trying to fight Cell, because if he could sense how strong Cell got, he'll be more arrogant to go and train so he could show off his new power. So Vegeta will be smart to wait, because he knows that he's too weak. Android 18 handled him, and how he expect to beat Cell if 18 handled him? He would have calmed down and waited until Goku came out, and then if anything he'll be very arrogant trying to make Goku come out early saying get out. But yes, Vegeta will wait, and then once when Goku and Gohan goes out, Vegeta and Trunks will go in the chamber right away to start their training. Now this is where Dragon Ball Z will take a huge roller coaster spin. Once when Goku and Gohan comes out of the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, Goku would have first gone and eat his food like he does, then he would have gone and into transmission with Gohan to Cell. Now this part right here, I believe that Goku would let Gohan fight Cell like he did inside the Cell game, because he wants his son to take that role of being a hero. Now that his son has trained, he wants his son to use that training to fight Cell. So then, once when Gohan fights semi-imperfect Cell, he will be no match for Gohan. Gohan will beat him easily, and Gohan would toy with Cell, but at the end of the day, he would go and finish off Cell. Now the difference between Gohan versus Cell and Vegeta versus Cell is that Cell manipulated Vegeta by asking him to let him go absorb Android 18 just so that he could become stronger and he could fight him. And because of that, Vegeta fell for his trick and said go ahead, but Goku and Gohan would not let that happen. If Cell said let me go fuse with Android 18, they will say get lost, and Gohan would have gone and killed Cell. And Cell would have been over from right there. Now once when that happens, Android 16 would still die because the injury that he got against Cell, he would have been dead, and Krillin wouldn't have the idea to go take him to Momo to get him fixed up. So 16 would die right there. Now when it comes to Android 18, she would see Krillin with the remote control, and that's when Krillin will decide not to kill her. He'll drop the remote control and tell her to go live your life. And later on down the road, I'm pretty sure, knowing Krillin, he will try hard to get with Android 18. So at the end of the day, Android 18 will still be together with Krillin. Now already we can see some flaws right here. The first flaws right here is that we would not see Super Saiyan 2 Gohan transformation, and we would not see any fight with Super Saiyan 2 Gohan versus Cell. We would not know how perfect Cell looks too, so pretty much we'll die with a cliffhanger of Cell saying I have ultimate perfection power, let me absorb the android. We will not see none of that. So those are a couple flaws right there. Another flaw right here is that we would not see Super Vegeta versus Cell. Don't get me wrong, I like Super Vegeta. That was a good transformation when Vegeta got his Super Vegeta power, and when he fought Cell, it was pretty sick. Now, one major thing that would have changed about Dragon Ball Z is that Goku would have remained alive. And having Goku alive will make a huge impact in Dragon Ball Z. Now, another thing for Vegeta is that he wouldn't get the respect he got from Trunks when he rushed and attacked Cell after when Cell killed Trunks. Once when Trunks heard that Vegeta did this for him, he felt proud. He's like, wow, my father did this for me? Because Trunks thought that Vegeta was an arrogant guy who only cares for himself, but after hearing that Vegeta lost his temper and attacked Cell when Trunks died, it made him realize that Vegeta actually cares for him. And then Trunks would have returned back to his timeline and he would have killed semi-imperfect Cell because he would already predict that Cell would have gone and steal his time machine to come back to the present timeline to find the androids. Right after when Trunks leave, Goku would most likely have gone to planet Namek to find a new guardian of the earth. And then they would have suggested him to take Dende, and then once when he comes back with Dende would have resurrected Dragon Balls and they would have used the Dragon Ball to undo all the damages that Cell did. Now let's talk about the Buu Saga. How would this affect the Buu Saga? Now, knowing that Goku's alive, he will be with Gohan for the past 7 years straight. So, having said that, he would have helped Gohan to know his potential power and to make him go Super Saiyan 2. Since Gohan did achieve Super Saiyan 2 inside a hyperbolic time chamber, Goku would have trained Gohan to make him achieve it and know how to control that power. And inside a 7-year gap, I believe Goku would have achieved Super Saiyan 2 himself. Now, question right here, would Goku achieve Super Saiyan 3? No, he would not achieve Super Saiyan 3 because since he does not have a dead body, he cannot push his body beyond its limits, and therefore Super Saiyan 3 requires you to do that, and that's why in that 7-year gap in Otherworld he achieved Super Saiyan 3. But if he's in the world of the living, I think it will take Goku at least 12 years, so by the time Battle of God comes, he would have Super Saiyan 3 ready. Now Gohan would change a lot during the Buu Saga because he has his father with him, and that he would have been a lot more stronger than he was inside the Buu Saga. Goten would know how to fly, and Goten would have been a lot more stronger too because his father's there to help him, and Goten would have a father in his life. Now when it comes to Chi-Chi, I believe that Chi-Chi would still change. The only reason why Chi-Chi changed a lot inside of Buu Saga was because Goku died, and she's like, you know what, my husband died, why am I so strict? Just calm down, Chi-Chi. But now that Goku's still alive, she still would have been strict, but not so strict because ever since they have Goten, I believe Chi-Chi would have calmed down and be like, what's the point, my husband's here, my son is strong enough to be Cell, I don't need to be worried about anything. Now, same thing would happen inside the Buu Saga. Gohan would have entered Orange Star High School because Chi-Chi would want him to go to the best high school. Once when Gohan enters that high school, he would have met Videl. The only difference right here is that Videl would have been so famous. She would have not been so rich due to Mr. Satan beating Cell. And the city wouldn't be called Satan City, it would have been called something else. Same thing has happened inside of Saga. Once when he meets Videl, he is going to go and disguise himself as a Great Saiyaman. So once he does that, she'll find out who the Great Saiyaman is, and she's going to ask him to enter the World Martial Arts Tournament just so that she could beat him. And knowing Goku, he will go to the World Martial Arts Tournament himself just so that he could go and fight new opponents. Goku loves doing that, so he would have been inside a World Martial Arts Tournament, and Vegeta would have come this time too. Now, once when they get to the World Martial Arts Tournament, Supreme Kai would still come down to Earth, and he would like to meet Goku. And then once when he meets Goku, the same thing would have happened. Gohan would have got his energy drained by Spopovich, and then once when he gets his energy drained, Supreme Kai would tell them to follow him, and they would follow him, and he would have told them about Majin Buu. Now, one thing that different right here is that Vegeta would have been so arrogant and angry inside the saga. In the Buu Saga, he was really mad and he didn't want to go because all he wanted to do was to prove himself to Goku that he's stronger than Goku. But since Goku's there, alive, he has a lot of time to prove himself he's stronger. He would have come along more calm and tried to help out with the Buu situation. And then once they get there, Goku would have gone to fight Yakon, Vegeta would have fight Pupi, and then Gohan would have gone and fought the Bora. Now the difference right here is that now that Gohan has his father with him, he would have been strong enough to kill the Bora easily. And once when Gohan kills the Bora, they would have gone and killed Babidi, and the resurrection of Majin Buu is done. Now, question right here, would Vegeta go Majin Vegeta? No, Vegeta will not go Majin Vegeta because, like I said, he doesn't need to prove himself to Goku. He has a lot of time to do that, so that thought wouldn't come to his head to let's prove that I could be the strongest. He wouldn't care. He has a lot of other days to prove Goku that he's stronger than him. So Majin Vegeta would not happen. Now, cons right here. One con right here is that we would not see no Mystic Gohan. Supreme Kai wouldn't take Gohan with him to his world to take the Z Sword and train with it because Majin Buu's already gone. If Body's dead, no Majin Buu. Another thing that would change is Goku wouldn't know about the fusion because he said he learned the fusion from the Vietnamese in Otherworld. And the only way he could learn fusion is if he goes to Otherworld. So Goku would not have the knowledge about fusion and therefore we would not see no Gotenks. And if Gohan never broke the Z Sword, Old Kai wouldn't come out and he told Supreme Kai and Computer Kai about the Pretora Ring. So we would not see no Vegito and therefore Supreme Kai and Computer Kai would still remain unfused. Another con right here is that there would have been no Oob due to Majin Buu now being resurrected. Also another con right here is that we would not see Vegeta's honorable sacrifice that he did against Majin Buu. Because that sacrifice clearly proved right there that Vegeta had feelings for his family and even Goku. And then by the time Battle of God comes, like I said, Goku would have achieved Super Saiyan 3, but he would have fought Beerus like he did, and he would realize that he's still no match for Beerus. And then Beerus would have gone to Earth, and King Kai would have warned Vegeta to make Beerus calm at all times. Once Beerus comes to Earth, he would not be mad and lose his temper because there would have been no Majin Buu there. And therefore, no need to lose your temper over pudding cups. But one con right here is that we would not see no Super Saiyan God transformation because once Beerus feels that this is all BS, he would say, alright, let's go back to Whis and leave planet Earth. Now one huge con right here is that there would not be no Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan because Whis didn't train them. And if Whis didn't train them, once when Frieza comes, they will have a very difficult time fighting Frieza and most likely Frieza would have gone and destroy the Earth. No Dragon Ball Super. This is what would have happened if Goku and Gohan entered the Hyperbolic time chamber before Vegeta and Trunks. That is all for today, people. Let me know your thoughts on what you think would have happened if Goku entered the Hyperbolic time chamber before Vegeta and how you think this would have changed Dragon Ball Z. If this ever happened, then we would not see no Dragon Ball Super. But yes, people, let me know your thoughts. If there's anything like what a discussion we're going to talk about, please drop me a like. That would be amazing. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm Goku G23. Have an insane day, people.